20th century quiz. 1.
Henry Ford sold the first Model T in 1908.
2.
The first talking movie, The Jazz Singer, was in 1927.
3.
Einstein published his theory of relativity about 100 years ago.
4.
The Russian Revolution was in 1917.
5.
The first non-stop flight around the world was about 60 years ago.
6.
About 60 million people died in the Second World War.
7.
The Berlin Wall came down in 1989.
8.
Man first landed on the moon on July the 20th, 1969.
9.
The Beatles had 17 #1 hits in the UK.
10.
The 20th century ended at midnight on the 31st of December 2000.
Noises in the night.
It was about 2 o'clock in the morning and suddenly I woke up. I heard a noise. I got out of bed and went slowly downstairs. There was a light on in the living room. I listened carefully. I could hear 2 men speaking very quietly. Burglars, I thought. Immediately I ran back upstairs and phoned the police. I was really frightened. Fortunately, the police arrived quickly. They opened the front door and went into the living room. Then they came upstairs to see me.
"It's all right now, sir," they explained. "We turned the television off for you."
What's your favourite sandwich? Angus.
I come from the north of England, and we often call sandwiches butties. My favourite butty is made with thick slices of white bread and thick slices of warm ham with hot mustard. Yes, warm ham. Delicious. Would you like to try one?
Ulla.
I'm from Denmark, so for me it's the open sandwich, of course, and my favourite is with beef. Thin slices of beef, rare beef, with some crispy fried onions on the top. I love this.
Tom.
Oh, the best sandwich in the world is definitely a bacon sandwich. Hot bacon between thin slices of white bread and with lots of tomato ketchup. Simple and very, very tasty. There's a cafe near where I work in London. I sometimes buy one for breakfast. I'd like one right now.
Marianne.
I live in Italy, so my best is Italian. A ciabatta with chopped tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, with black olives and basil. Mozzarella's my favourite cheese, and I like cooking with it. I make my own pizza.
John.
I was in Turkey by the sea, and a fisherman called to me, "Come, try a balık ekmek." I think this means fish in bread. He gave me a sandwich. It was fresh mackerel grilled and in a bread roll with raw onions. Fabulous.
City living. 1.
This city is in the southeast of the country. It's very big and very old. It's about 50 kilometres from the sea, and it's on a famous river, the River Thames.
2.
This city is in the north and centre of the country. It's about 200 kilometres from the sea, and it's on the River Seine. It's one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world.
Well, I like both London and Paris, but they're very different cities. Take transport, for example. The metro is cheaper and easier to use than the underground. And the weather, well, Paris is certainly hotter than London. And Paris, in fact, is wetter than London. But in London there are more wet days. What about the buildings? Well, people say that the architecture in Paris is more beautiful, but the buildings in London are more interesting. And living in the two cities, well, life is faster in London. And the people? Londoners are generally more polite than Parisians. People in London work harder and they earn more. In Paris, having a good time is more important.
Makiko from Tokyo.
The first thing to say about Tokyo is that it is very safe. Women can walk everywhere, anytime, day or night. Little children walk to school. You can leave something on the table in a restaurant while you go out for a minute, and nobody will take it. Tokyo is also very clean, and it is very easy to travel around. All the trains and buses run on time. Personally, my favorite time of year is spring, when it's dry and the cherry blossom is out. Tokyo is a very exciting city because there are always new things to do, new places to go, new things to eat. It changes very quickly.
Vimal from Mumbai.
I have two strong impressions of Mumbai. First, it is a city that is so full of activity. It is busy, 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 all day long and all night long. It's a city that doesn't sleep much. The day begins early because it is so hot. It's a noisy place. There are cars going beep, beep, auto rickshaws by the thousand, fast trains rushing past, vendors shouting and trying to get you to buy their food, their drinks, their clothes. And people everywhere trying to get to work. The second thing to say is that the people are very, very enthusiastic. Life isn't easy in Mumbai for a lot of people, but we really work hard and we really want to do our best. Every new day brings new possibilities. The future is exciting for us.
Lourdes from Mexico City.
There are 3 things I like about living in Mexico City. First, the weather. It is warm and sunny most of the year. The second is the fresh fruit and vegetables. The markets are wonderful. The colors and smells are great. And the third is that I'm never bored because there is so much to see and do. We have museums, theaters, art exhibitions, parks, restaurants, bars, everything. My favorite time of year in Mexico City is the end of December, from the 16th to the 31st. The city is full of lights, there are parties everywhere, and we eat and drink and give presents. Everyone's really happy. I love it.